last time on Doctor Who, we solved the Santa problem, or the Yeti problem, I guess. We found out that turns out that this Yeti becomes the first Santa Claus because we helped him get there.
But also, our group also, for some reason, didn't realize that Santa Claus was an imposter.
Well, was that clear though? Because he still claimed that Santa Claus was his ancestor. So is he actually an imposter?
No, he could be present day Santa Claus.
That could be the case. That could be.
Santa of the past.
Yeah, that the Yeti was the Santa of the past.
Or is it Krampus?
Krampus.
Oh my gosh! It turns out that that Santa Claus is actually Krampus. That would be one heck of a twist.
This evil
But
Santa.
we turned the Yeti into the actual Santa Claus. The people he kidnapped became his elves, not because he forced them to be, but because when we got him to give everyone presents and apologize for what he did, they decided they wanted to help him in his mission to give presents to everyone around the world. And then we were going to go back to the TARDIS and try to figure out who cursed Santa Claus to become that Yeti. Because we have a feeling that whoever did it might have some connection to Violet, wherever she ended up. But what?
I hope it's a tiger so I can make the joke. I got a bad feline.
Wow. But we got in our hot air balloon and we were heading back to the TARDIS, and then it got hit by a laser. Not just any laser, but there appears to have been a Dalek that somehow made it here. And that is where our session begins, with our group face planted in the snow. I would like everyone to roll to see if we can pull ourselves out of the snow.
Could you roll for me, please? I'm currently putting pepperoni.
Yes.
Yeah.
The doctor said, roll 2d6. Avery said the doctor game underscore dot. Result, 2d6, 2, 1. Total,
Oh
3.
wow. Well,
I'll go ahead and roll.
Roll 2d6.
I'll go ahead and roll.
Avery said the doctor game underscore die. Result,
makes sense, though, 'cause he's in
2d6,
North
4, 6. Total, 10.
Oh, River.
Explodicus said, roll 2d6.
River's the strongest
Avery
out
said
of all of
Explodicus
us,
game underscore die. Result, 2d6, 4, 6.
I didn't realize.
Total, 10.
No, Corey rolled
The
for
doctor
me.
said, roll 2d6.
Wait, no.
Avery said the doctor game underscore die.
That was your
Result,
roll, I think.
2d6, 5, 6.
So the
Total,
first one,
River Don said, roll
did.
2d6.
Oh,
Avery
I
said
didn't know
Riverdon
that
game
she was
underscore dot.
rolling. My bad.
Result,
I thought I
2d6,
was rolling for both
3,
of you.
2. Total, 5.
Ew.
Avery said Viator game underscore die. Result,
didn't know what was
2d6,
happening or
3,
anything like
3.
that.
Total,
Well,
6.
In this case, I will give you the 11, Sarah, because I thought I was rolling for you too. Because normally you also roll for Jacob if he can't.
Yeah.
So I'll give you the 11.
Okay.
So as the group try to dig themselves out of the snow, River gets up first, almost like not even struggling to get out. She is out. She's able to scan the area, and she does see that the thing that shot the laser appears to not have moved. It's not looking toward the group, she assumes that. She doesn't really know what this thing is, so it could be looking with eyes that she can't see. But the metal thing with the plunger is not moving. Next is Explodicus and Santa Claus.
That's amazing.
Wait, what about Tim Allen?
I said she dug herself out of the snow with the Tim Allen bong.
The power of Tim Allen of Home Improvement. Yeah, yeah.
That's what I said. I saw it.
as soon as she fell in the snow, and then the snow just went away.
I could see Tim being a bong. No, I could see him holding a bong.
Oh.
I just imagine
It's got to be Tim Allen in the Santa Claus movie. Like he's got to have the Santa Claus beard and the wig.
Yeah, I imagine gets up and looks at the others and it's like, am I the only one that landed in a pile of yellow snow?
Yes, Explodicus pulls himself up. I mean, he's a robot, so it's not like it would have been that hard for him to pull himself up, but it took him a bit longer because he realized that he was in yellow snow.
I was like, oh man.
Sarah just asked me if I'm actually Tim Allen just posing as Santa Claus.
Yeah.
That would be an even better twist than Krampus if Santa Claus was Tim Allen.
I should have DM'd you that. But I kind of want that to happen.
Would that mean that he is the same Tim Allen from the Home Improvement show, or is that an actor playing Tim Allen and he's the real Tim Allen?
I like the actor.
Yeah, I like the actor. Hi, I'm Tim. You're who? Aren't you that guy who plays Santa Claus? Actually, no, I play Santa Claus. You're thinking about Tim Allen. I'm Tim Allen.
I'm the real Tim Allen.
Which one of you fellas is the real Tim Allen?
That's amazing.
I am. I'm to get yours. Sorry,
he's my stunt double. Anyway, you know what? If you do genuinely want that to happen, I do think that would be pretty funny.
I'll think about
it. But Santa Claus gets up and looks at Explodicus and sees that he's in the yellow snow. Looks down where he is, and that's brown snow.
Did he fall in shit?
I just imagine Santa Claus like midway through an insult because the Politicus is in yellow snow. And then just looks at it like, oh, huh.
No, I had a Crunch Bar. Lucky.
Yellow is brown. That's not why the snow is brown.
But Vator and the doctor, they're trapped. Vator is struggling, trying to get out of the snow. But can't. Somehow his orb is stuck. As for the doctor, well, like the doctor's entire torso is in the snow. His legs are the only thing sticking out. So he's having a hard time. His legs are kicking up in the air. He looks like a grasshopper right now, but he can't get out of that snow. So what are you guys gonna do? Santa Claus, River, and Explodicus are the only ones who are able to do things at the moment. And the thing that shot the laser is visible. They can see it. It's about 10 feet away. But it doesn't appear to be aiming at them.
I think I know what I could do.
Okay, what would Santa Claus like to do?
I want to try to help them up.
Okay. Do you need me to roll for you again? Because I
can do it this time.
Okay.
I was just
thing, I guess.
Then roll for strength.
I will once I find the die roll again.
Avery said Explodicus game
Or is
underscore dot.
it, yeah. Okay,
Result,
yeah, it is strength.
2d6,
That's good.
4, 6.
There it is.
Oh,
Die roll.
10.
Wow.
Yes,
Who wrote
I'm good
that?
at this.
Who does Explodicus pull out?
Dr. Man.
Okay. Explodicus goes over and he's able to yank the doctor out of the snow, who coughs up like a lot of snow.
Wait, it's a 2d6, right?
Oh. Yeah.
Had a big hoop down there or something.
Yeah. I had to get some snow cones along with those donuts.
It's fine. I got up
Avery
and
said
yelled
Santa
at
Claus
snow.
game underscore dot.
I'm not exactly
Result,
sure what that means,
2d6,
but it
2,
looks different.
1. Total, 3.
Santa Claus goes over to Vator. He's trying to pick him up. I'm just imagining it's like when SpongeBob was trying to pick up that stick.
Wow.
Oh, is Sarah's character out of the snow?
Yes, he was the first one to get out of the snow.
Okay, she asked if she had to roll.
I mean,
I
if
didn't hear
she wants to try to help pull out Vator, because Santa Claus isn't having much luck.
Avery said River Dawn game
He's
underscore
making
dot.
that same
Result,
face that
2d6,
SpongeBob did when he was
4,
trying to lift
2.
up that stick.
Total, 6.
Which one? The one with the marshmallows or the one with the stuffed animals?
The one with the marshmallows.
Oh, because I remember there was an episode also where he had a sign in the background that says "I love pain," but he couldn't even lift the stick with the teddy bear.
Yeah. Well, that comes back multiple times. That's just his workout space in his house.
Bruh.
He's got a bunch of stuffed animals that he puts onto the bar, and he can barely lift it.
That's really it gets for having noodle arms.
As these anchor arms, as River goes over to help Santa Claus, because it looks like he's either gonna like pop a blood vessel or poop himself. So she had, yeah.
I was just gonna say that it would have been funnier if he just face planted back down into the snow.
well, he didn't get a 2, which was the absolute lowest roll. So he was still like making it. He was still lifting Vator at least slightly, but he couldn't get him fully out.
I just imagine Explodicus
River comes over with her all-powerful Tim Allen DVD to help dig Vator out. As she helps and yanks Vator up with Santa Claus, they swear they can hear on the wind. All right. Okay. Everyone's all right, yeah?
Well, we're not going to be here in a few seconds.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. So the Dalek is there, and it's not moving. All right.
It shot us down.
Yes, it did. But I'm not sure why it's not trying to shoot us down now or get closer. That's not usually how they do things. They're not known to be snipers.
Could have fooled me.
Could I do something?
Yes, I was just going to say the doctor's trying to think. But yes, if you have an idea for something.
So where are these people located again?
So it's only one. It is a weird metallic satellite-looking thing that has a toilet plunger arm sticking out. It's stuck in a snowbank 10 feet ahead of us, slightly to our left. But it seems like it hasn't noticed us. It's not aiming its plunger at us at the very least. So either it is looking at us and we don't know where its eyes are, or it is not looking at us.
Can I roll to see if I know what it is?
Yes.
Avery said Santa Claus game underscore die. Result,
Damn,
2d6, 1, 1.
Well,
Total, 2.
He's just rolling to remember.
They have a rough idea, but the doctor's the only one who knows what the Daleks actually are.
How do you go?
If I remember right, Explodicus rolled for this in our last session, and he knew vaguely what they were. He knew that they've attacked the Earth before and that they're very dangerous, but I don't think he knows anything else.
I don't know.
Hey, y'all, these things are really dangerous. That's all I know.
Yes.
I've noticed.
I wonder, I'm just wondering, does he use that toilet plunger to throw McDonald's signs?
No.
No, he
Not
uses
really.
it for much more destructive things.
I mean, I definitely know he's not unclogging. I definitely know he's not unclogging toilets.
No, I'm plugging something else though.
There seems to be something off about him, though. I'm gonna roll ingenuity here. I'm gonna see if the doctor can.
I want to laugh if you
Avery said the
roll
doctor
a
game
low
underscore
number.
die.
That's
Result,
no. I was going to say if it was a low number,
3,
I was going to
5.
laugh because I was
Total,
just going to be like,
8.
"Why, yes, it is. It's laying beside him."
as the doctor thinks, he comes to a conclusion. Well, whatever's going on, it doesn't appear to be that it's targeting us at the moment. I suggest we try sneaking by.
Okay.
I'm just imagining Explodicus just starts like walking, just casually walking through, like nothing's wrong.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's not very sneaky. The doctor like looks to see if the Dalek does anything, and the Dalek is still sitting there, not moving. Well, I guess it's working.
Maybe it just sees me as a friend, which I know technically they don't see anyone as a friend, but
I'm just seeing the doctor like tiptoes behind Explodicus, like really slowly. Like he looks like the Pink Panther slinking around because he just wants to be sure that the Dalek doesn't notice him. And I can hear the Pink Panther theme, the do 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 do. Do 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 do.
sounds about right.
How does Santa Claus and River want to sneak by?
Babe, how do you want to sneak by this thing?
I mean, Explodicus is just walking, and that seems to be working so far, so you could just walk.
Yeah, Sarah said I
I'm
could pull out.
really good at walking.
For both of us.
Yeah, can I roll to see if I can pull out an invisible cloak?
Sure.
Invisibility cloaks, 2 of them.
Yeah,
Avery
sure.
said
Go
Santa
ahead.
Claus game underscore die. Result,
fuck?
The only
2d6,
way to die
1.
that can
Dude.
see you.
Total.
Yeah. Do you want to roll? Use your inspiration because I don't.
I imagine he pulls out a sock.
As Santa Claus digs through his bag, attempting to pull out an invisibility cloak, he pulls out some sort of device. It's not an invisibility cloak. It's some weird like box-shaped device that fits in his hand. He's not sure what it is. It has some sort of like LED light on it, and it turns on, and
I'm assuming
it seems. Yes.
This is what he put out. Okay, I was going to use my inspiration, but
okay. Well, if you were going to, then yeah, go ahead.
Oh, a clear trash bag?
Avery said Santa Claus game _die. Result.
That's no
2d6.
Okay.
3, 1.
Okay. Well, no,
Total,
but
4.
what you rolled before was basically a 1, which spoiler would have alerted the Dalek. But now it's not going to alert the Dalek. It's just you do get that sock.
Anybody need a keep your ear warm?
Does he put it on his ear? Is that what you think you do with socks?
I don't want to know.
Dr. Sock, and he's just like, how'd you get that?
yeah. Wait a minute. I thought my foot was cold. How did you?
And I'm just imagining SpongeBob scene where that elf sneaks up behind crabs and takes the formula and gives it to Plankton.
Although I just imagined it's just it's similar to the wait, but if we're underwater, how? And then the fire goes out. It's just like wait a minute, that's my sock. How did you? And then you see that the sock is gone.
Did you want that?
We'll worry about that later. Let's just keep moving. As they continue going forward, they are now side to side with the Dalek. But the Dalek still hasn't moved. Very odd.
A little bit.
What if I rolled to pull out a Pokédex and see if I could scan it?
You know what? I'll allow it.
It's just a broken one.
Dalek.
Let's
The
see.
extermination Pokemon.
Avery said Santa Claus game _die.
Oh my god.
Result 2d6. 6, 6. Total 12.
Thing. I wrote a 12.
I wonder if he pulled it out.
He digs through his bag and he pulls out a device that
I got it.
appears to be like some sort of flip phone. As it opens, he points it at the Dalek and an image of the Dalek appears. Dalek? You know what? Because we said Pokédex, I'm just going to say it says that. The extermination Pokemon. A bioweapon created to destroy all organic life forms.
Well, y'all don't want to disturb this thing because it's literally designed to kill things. Organic life, actually.
Yes, that it is.
There.
All right. I'm not organic.
Now, I do see that the doctor, because I do have as one of his flaws, I'm pretty sure that he's overly curious. Let me see.
Oh boy.
Yes, he is overly curious. I see the doctor. He stops moving, and he's looking at that Dalek. There has to be a reason that it's just sitting there.
Let's not. Let's not.
He takes a step forward in the direction of the Dalek. I'm going to roll perception to see if he can notice anything.
Avery said the doctor game _die. Result 2d6.
As the doctor tries
Total,
to
9.
get a better look at the Dalek, he takes another step forward and he does see there's ice covering the body of the Dalek.
Flabbergasted.
That's it. No wonder it can't move.
Oh,
It's been frozen in one direction. It must have landed here years ago.
So
and
is
we
it gonna
didn't
hurt?
see it before?
Must have fired its laser at us because we were the first thing that came into its line of sight.
Oh.
I just got back from taking the dog out. Since this thing's frozen.
Yeah. We just found out that this thing is frozen and seemingly has been for years.
Can I poke my head into the plunger part?
As Santa Claus tries to get closer to it in order to try that, Doctor quickly grabs him by the shoulders and yanks him back. Do not touch it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to look at it.
If you do, we can keep a safe distance. Trust me. I have seen what happens if you touch it or it touches you, and it's not good.
No.
Can I use your binoculars? Do you have binoculars?
Does he want to try pulling out? I mean, he could see it, but if he wants to use binoculars, sure.
I just want to look to see if there's anything that could be at use. Like, I want to see if there's any markings on it that has like a time.
Wait a minute. River has that.
Wait, that's right. Hey, River, can I borrow your binoculars?
Don't break them.
Fantastic.
As Santa Claus, you
from there.
Do I need the roll to see if I see anything, or
You just see like the individual rivets.
like I want to see if there's anything odd about it? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Avery said Santa Claus game _die. Result 2d6. 4.
9.
5. Total 9.
Actually, 45.
As Santa Claus uses the visual or the vision enhancer to zoom in and look at the Dalek from all safe angles, not getting directly in front of it, he does see something a little concerning. He sees that where the laser shot out, which appears to be either like the nose or the eye portion possibly of this Dalek, it has a hole melted through with the laser.
There seems to be a hole that was melted through with what looks like to be a laser.
So that means it can still get out.
I guess if it really wanted to, but it seems pretty content.
Doctor's thinking, puts his hand on his chin. We can't leave.
He's stroking his beard.
He doesn't have a beard, but I do imagine he's doing like that same sort of like hand movement.
We can't leave, huh? Why is that?
If we leave now, then who knows? Maybe in a year, maybe more, maybe less. That will be free. It will wreak havoc. A single one of these things is a threat to an entire planet.
So then, do you think maybe that's why our planet ended up being trapped by the other people? Because if so, why don't we just blow it up?
His eyes widen. Could that have been? No, there's no way. A single Dalek. River, are you able to dig up more of this snow?
Yes.
Can you try digging up around the area of this Dalek, but make sure you don't get directly in its line of sight?
Yeah.
Could I have... Yes, I would like her to roll.
I was gonna say I could use the CD to dig.
Yep, that's why he asked.
It's just everything.
I have a blanket on the
Avery said River Don game _die.
and every time I
Resolve,
rock the chair, it hits my
2d6,
guitar,
2,
and I hear it
4.
playing music.
Total 6.
DVD just breaks in half.
No.
I'm
When
sorry.
should I roll?
I just am mad. Oh, if you want to, you can roll
Okay.
too. That's fine.
Yeah, that's funny. I just see the DVD is also on occasion just a multi-tool.
Yes.
I imagine she uses the CD and she digs through the
Avery
hole
said
of the
Viator
CD.
game _die.
It's
Result, 2d6, 4,
it's a multi-tool, but it
Total,
only gives
7.
her stuff from Home Improvement.
Yeah, makes sense.
Everything's gonna catch on fire.
That's not a good thing.
As River starts digging, the doctor looks at Vator. Vator, I need you to do a scan around the area that River's digging.
No.
As Vator follows River as she starts digging around, Vator shows a hologram of the area, and the doctor, he looks very stern, but they can tell that he is very worried. As they look at the hologram, they see that there isn't just one Dalek. There's many. Buried under this snowbank appears to be at least a dozen that are also frozen.
So why don't we just blow them up? I can literally try to pull out a stick of dynamite and we could just blow the whole mound up.
I wish it was that simple.
One isn't ever.
The explosion would only free them. It wouldn't have enough firepower in order to destroy them.
Flamethrower?
No.
Nuke.
The doctor just kind of like looks at him. That would work, and that would also wipe out everyone else here.
Timer.
Who cares about them?
Yeah, who cares about them? I'm the Santa Claus now, so obviously.
We would
no, that wouldn't be enough.
First of all, history is not set in stone. If you do something like that here, it will change the course of history, and you will not exist.
Wait, but if it doesn't exist, how could we even be here in the first place?
Exactly.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. It's very confusing, but trust me.
Obviously, we've done this before because if we were able to save humanity some point in the timeline, we've had to come back in a different universe and do this. So it's been resolved sometime or another.
I don't have the time nor the patience in order to explain all this.
Oh,
whatever.
man.
Just listen. We need something that can send them off. If only we had maybe a rocket of some sort. Something that could get them out into orbit.
I can get you. I can try to see if I can get the Challenger. I can try to pull the Challenger out.
So you just gotta attach them to an ICBM and then detonate it.
As soon as you said that, it reminded me of Junior's credit card. It's an exact replica of the Challenger before. Oh, they look so happy.
That sucks.
It does. It does.
I try to pull out something that might help.
Yes.
It just
Avery said Santa Claus game underscore dot. Result 2d6 1 3.
Well, might
Total,
as well.
4.
He just pulls out the very first airplane, which was just a firecracker taped to the seat.
Well,
I can't believe somebody acted that.
I suppose that's something.
I think it'll just piss them off.
Yes, it would. This is troubling.
I can always try again.
Doctor then has an idea. Perhaps we might not be able to destroy them, but if we could find a more permanent prison. He looks to the river. Not river, the river.
What if we put them in a submarine and sink them to the bottom of the abyss into a bunch of lava?
Well, I'm not sure where we'd find the lava, but if we could sink them down to the very bottom of the river here, I don't see any way that they'd be able to get back up. They're too heavy as it is.
I have an idea. Why don't we just push them?
Be my guest. He motions to for Santa Claus to even try like moving the ice that they're encased in. If you I swear if you get a 12.
I have to actually roll.
Avery said Santa Claus game underscore die. Result
Damn, that's my
2d6
second
3 1. Total
That's a
4.
12, all right.
I'm imagining that he's pushing and like it makes a fart joke where like everything gets silent and he just farts.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like he's pushing with all his strength, and like it looks like he might be just about to move it at least a little bit. Yeah, see that's not gonna work.
What is River doing digging, by the way? Do you think she's gonna be okay over there? Is she? Because if you think there's at least a dozen, I'm worried about her over there.
Wait, is she still digging?
I mean, I thought so. You asked her to. Yeah, because you told her to roll to see if she could dig around it.
Yeah, I thought she dug in like she just dug around it in a circle. I didn't think that she was still digging, but that would be really funny if she was just digging deeper.
No.
Yeah, she's like she dug a ditch, but she's deeper now.
You can just see her head.
I guess River and like all of us could help dig this, and they could just fall because technically there's water underneath this little mound because the river is right there, and it usually runs under the ground.
That would actually work.
Can I try to pull out a fucking backhoe?
Sure.
Just pull
Avery
out,
said
like,
Santa
a
Claus game
bucket
underscore dot.
excavator.
Result.
Oh,
2d6.
hell yeah.
4. 6.
Oh, wow.
10.
But I imagine that they do it in like Back to the Future, and then they just see signs everywhere, wondering why. Like they can't figure out the mysterious big ass hole in the ground.
I'm just imagining like the hole looks like the giant snow fort that Squidward made.
Yeah.
You know what? Just for fun, I'm gonna roll for strength to see how well the doctor can dig.
Avery said the doctor game underscore die.
Oh, well,
Result.
he's not terrible.
2d6. 4. 1.
I imagine the
Total,
doctor looks
5.
over and he's just like, "Where did you get that thing?" The same place I get everything else. River, you might want to move.
Avery said Explodicus game underscore die. Result. 2d6. 4. 2. Total. 6.
As Santa Claus just starts going, like, just starts destroying the snow around them. In no time at all, they can hear the rushing sound of the water. As it starts pouring in, it seems like it's going to take the ice. However, as the water slams into the ice that is covering the Daleks, and the group look triumphant that they have managed to save the future, they hear a cracking noise.
We should get out of here.
Yes, very much yes. Roll for, is it dexterity? I can't remember.
Avery said Santa Claus
that
game
in this
underscore die.
game.
Result. 2d6.
Do I need to roll?
1.
It's
4.
coordination.
Total, 5.
That's what it is. Yes,
Avery
we all
said the
need
doctor
to
game underscore die.
Okay.
do
All
coordination.
right, cool.
2d6. 6.
I guess it
3.
makes sense because
Total,
he's on
9.
that bulldozer
Avery
thing.
said Explodicus game underscore die. Result. 2d6. 4.
And he
5.
can't just leave it
Total,
there because
9.
it hasn't been invented
Riverdon
yet.
said, roll 2d6. Avery said Riverdon game underscore die. Result.
And
2d6.
I don't think he could
5.
pick it up
1.
and put it back in his
Total,
bag. I don't
6.
think it would fit. Or maybe it would. I've never really
Avery said
tried.
Viator game underscore die. Result.
Who rolled a
2d9.
13?
7. 6.
Oh, you rolled a two.
Total,
Yeah,
13.
you accidentally rolled a 2d9, Hunter. It's 2d6.
Definitely got away, but
Avery said Viator game underscore die.
Yeah.
Result. 2d6. 3. 4.
Yeah,
Total,
he must
7.
have gone at light speed as the group tries to scramble out of the area, as not only is the ground under them breaking, but some of the ice from the pressure of the water covering the Daleks starts to crack as well. However, Santa Claus, being in the big rig, he tries to get out and run. However, the water catches him. River, coming down to try and save him, also gets caught up in the waves. Santa Claus, River!
I want to go get them. Sounds alright.
The doctor, without even thinking, he jumps in, trying to get them back. I'm gonna have to roll coordination again. I don't know how well the doctor can swim.
Avery said the doctor game underscore die.
I don't remember if
Result.
I
2d6.
can't remember an
1,
episode where
3.
he has swam.
Total. 4.
that's the first time for everything.
Doctor Who? Say he found his pool and he came out wet.
Did he?
Yeah. He was searching.
I don't know if Corey heard.
Avery said
He was
Explodicus game
searching the
underscore die.
TARDIS in one episode
Result.
and he accidentally
2d6.
found a pool.
4. 1.
Oh,
Total,
I don't.
5.
I haven't seen that episode. Well, I guess he can then.
It's Matt Smith.
Matt Smith.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to him yet.
I want to play the Doctor. I feel like it'd be fun.
So he found the blue one out.
What was he looking for?
He had creatures in his TARDIS. He was looking for it.
Well, the Doctor and Explodicus, who tried to go in after the Doctor and River and Santa Claus, they are now also getting swept away. The only one who has not been swept away in the water so far is Vator. Hunter, do you want Vator to try to help?
I was going to try to pull out a boat.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe I could pull out a...
Roll.
All right, hang on.
I love how all four of us are just in the water.
Yeah,
Even
we're
though we
all
don't-
drowning.
We're having a little swim.
Why did you get into the water? Your mom's going
Avery said Vator game underscore dot. Result 2d6 5 3.
I don't
Total,
want to be
8.
screaming and now I'm drowning and now I'm
Vator has an idea. Vator cannot save us directly because he doesn't have any arms. So he can't pull us out of the water. But he does have a quick thought. He flies over to where our hot air balloon crashed, and he pushes the basket down into the water with us so that we can try to grab it and get in it and use it as a boat. So let's roll to see if we can grab onto it.
The Avery said the Doctor game underscore dot. Result 2d6 3 6. Total
honestly hope
9.
I have a bad roll.
Explodicus said roll 2d6.
That's not
Avery
a
said
bad roll.
Explodicus game underscore dot.
Yeah, that's a
Result
that's a good
2d6
roll.
4 6.
I was hoping it was
Total,
a bad
10.
roll just for plot.
Santa Claus
You
said
know what's-
roll
You know what's
2d6.
funny?
Avery said Santa Claus
We
game
have-
underscore dot.
we have 8,
Result
9, 10, 11.
2d6 6 5.
Well, let's
Total,
see. Is River
11.
gonna break
River
the
Dawn
streak?
said,
Oh,
roll
no,
2d6.
she's not.
Avery said River Dawn game underscore dot.
Yeah,
Dang
well,
it.
Result
Like,
2d6 6
River just
6.
like leaped
Total,
up like a
12.
frog into it. She didn't even have to grab it.
Ribbit.
The magic of Tim Allen.
Yeah, it's the magic of Tim Allen.
it's always the magic of Tim Allen.
Yeah, it just turned into a grappling hook.
Also,
Yes.
since you ain't never seen Home Improvement, the joke is that Tim Allen tries to fix things or show how certain pools work, but he just never gets it right. It's always wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's on fire. He hurts himself.
sounds fun.
Like people in the show question why he's the host of Tool Time when his partner Al actually knows what he's doing, but Tim does not. So
That's great.
Yeah.
it's really
As they scramble to grab on to the basket, they're all able to pull themselves in as they're floating down through the rushing waters. Now, as the waters are rough right now, and they see the ice that the Daleks are trapped in, not too far ahead of them, but they're flowing very quickly toward the entrance of some sort of cave. Well, I think it's best that we brace for impact.
Where did the rest of the hot air balloon go?
I think it got shot down.
Yay, impact. Hey, just is like stoked. Yay!
What if I pulled out like a propeller to kind of help the basket like fly up?
Okay. We can try that.
I'm just using my imagination.
Avery said Santa Claus game underscore die. Result 2d6 4 2. Total 6.
Well, there's a 6. Do with it as you will.
He attempts to pull out a propeller to help them fly up a bit. And he does pull out a propeller, but it's like one of those toy propellers.
It's just a propeller hat.
Yes.
Everyone just gets propeller hats.
Well, here you go.
They're up like 5 centimeters off the basket, and then they just fall down again.
Fly out of here.
And soon enough, everything goes black as the group feel themselves getting hit into somewhere. Their vision soon returns as they're now in the darkness of that cave.
Yay!
Nice place you got here.
Is everyone all right again?
Yeah.
Probably.
Are you okay, River?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. She's just like, I imagine she's polishing her Tim Allen DVD.
Yeah, that's the thing she has to make sure is okay. Who cares about me? Got to make sure Tim Allen's okay.
Literally.
What if Tim Allen, like the very smallest chance, finds this campaign? What if he finds out?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, he'd feature us on Tool Time.
As the group try looking around. You know what? Let's roll. Let's roll. See if we can recognize our surroundings.
Avery said Santa Claus game underscore die.
Right.
Result 2d6 3 6. Total 9.
You know
Riverdon
what? That
said,
makes sense.
roll 2d6.
Explodicus is a robot.
The doctor said,
and
roll 2d6.
He knows.
Avery said Riverdon game underscore die. Result 2d6 3 2. Total 5. Avery said the doctor game underscore die.
Activate a flashlight
Result
function.
2d6 1 3.
I am.
Total 4. Explodicus said, roll 2d6.
Function.
Avery said Explodicus game underscore die. Result 2d6 5 4. Total 9. Avery said Viator game underscore die.
Oh, I rolled
Result
a 9.
2d6 6 3.
Steamed ham.
Total 9.
I knew I saw a fish stick laying on the side of the wall over there.
What?
I'm just joking. Imagine if that's all he saw. Just one single fish stick.
As they try looking around, Santa Claus, Explodicus, and Vator are able to see that they appear to be, well, in some sort of cave that connects to multiple riverbanks across the North Pole. Not only that, but they can see what appears to either be crystals or large ice stalactites from the ceiling.
Am I able to roll know what this place is?
I'm gonna be honest. This isn't based off a real place, so it's just kind of a cave. But if you know what, if you want to roll, and we'll give it like a.
Avery said Santa Claus game underscore die.
He does know.
Result 2d6 3 4.
Really
Total
funny.
7.
I have like a really hilarious idea of what it should be called.
Okay, what should it be called?
The Crystal Cave. Like, just to be smart, I'm like, I know where we're at. We're at the Crystal Cave.
Avery said Santa Claus game underscore die. Result 2d6 5.
Aren't
1.
those ice?
Total 6.
They are. They're icicles. They're crystal.
Yeah, crystallized water.
Huh. Clever. All right, then.
I like to cave more.
I suppose we can try to figure out our way back out of here.
Where we came from.
That's how I was just thinking.
They then hear
The way we came.
a large thump from behind them.
Yay!
As they turn to look, they see it is one of the Daleks, who appears to have been freed from the ice. It appears to have fallen out from the ice that it was stuck in, as the group can now see that it has hit the side of the cave wall, which is what the thump was, it falling onto the floor.
We should probably go.
Agreed. And
With the sound of me.
after another moment of silence, they hear the first word to come out of the Dalek. Exterminate!
No, thanks. I'm good.
And I think that is the perfect note just to end this session on.